Hello my dear ones from this beautiful business lounge of Air France in Paris Charles de Gaulle Terminal 2F. We're talking about business class and economy class on Air France's European flights, and we're gonna go between Paris and Germany.
I'm Chris, and Travel Fly is all about flying and traveling with lots of tips and airline reports, and today we are flying business class in Europe. Almost everyone will say now, why would you fly business class in those small planes at all? It's just like an economy. Well, the reasons can be very simple. So let's take a look at Air France's European business class now compared to economy and also to the business class competition of Lufthansa, Swiss and Turkish Airlines.
So come with me, Air France business class and economy class in Europe.
In Paris Charles de Gaulle, check-in for Air France business class takes place behind red gates. The first advantage here is the luggage. As a business class passenger, you can check in 2 times 32 kilograms on European flights and also take 2 pieces of hand luggage up to a maximum of 18 kilograms into the cabin. And after checking in your luggage, you go straight through a dedicated security check. Behind that, things get really nice for your senses because Air France opened a great regional business lounge in Terminal 2F just a year ago with beautiful interior design and great views over the apron and planes. I filmed my lounge report here for a whole day right after it opened, and there's not only nice food here but also relaxation areas, large showers, and you even get complimentary beauty treatments. Today I'm here only for breakfast, and that's also really good for a regional business class lounge.
So here I'm at the lounge, and you see I was quite active at the buffet again, but it's so impressive how creamy they can make the scrambled eggs. That never happens in a German hotel. So you need to come here, even to the lounge. It's better than in a really good German hotel. Pretty crazy. One thing is quite interesting. This is the lounge of the airline of the country of Bordeaux and Champagne, and they do have champagne in the lounge and also quite good wines, and the champagne is also quite good. However, they don't have that in the morning. In the morning you only get really hard spirits, hard stuff or coffee. So you can decide or combine as you like. Here we are already in business class on our flight from Paris to Berlin. Boarding went, of course, according to booking classes. First business class and then economy class. Then we went on the bus to the plane, and I waited in front of the bus because business class, of course, since they're the first, they're also the first to wait, or the longest to wait in the bus until we get to the plane. And there was a very, very full bus, so we're actually driving with your face pressed against the window. In Europe you just get squeezed together. I mean, that was also the case during the COVID crisis when you should have a big distance, and now it's the same. You just get squeezed against the window. It's a cattle ride to the plane.
Fun fact this time, from the bus everyone ran up the stairs to yet another jetway where the door was closed for just a few more minutes at freezing temperatures.
In case you're wondering if you need to wear the mask, no, you don't need to wear the mask. You don't have to wear the mask. I do it, however, because I just had lots of trips just behind me, and I cannot guarantee 100% that I'm negative, although I tested myself, but I don't want to put anybody else here at risk. And I also don't see the big problem. Everywhere outside Europe and United States, people are happy to wear the mask. They're happy to protect themselves and others, and in Europe you just have the feeling you have steel nails inside the mask that would rip off your face. I don't get it, but you don't need to wear the mask. The seats in economy class and business class are more or less the same, actually. I mean, the business class seats have this red thingy here behind the head, and economy class has red and white thingies here behind the head, but that's it, actually. There's the same legroom limited, and then, I mean, in business class we have the middle seat free, so You have a little bit space to your neighbor, but other than that, that's that.
Except for Turkish Airlines, which is the only European airline that has fitted the small planes with wide recliner chairs. But now let's get airborne.
And we are in the air, and the famous curtain has been closed that divides business class from economy class. Well, now you're wondering, why would you go in business class on a 1 hour and a half flight that is really, that's short, and the price difference is quite big? Well, first of all, a lot of people, of course, have this as a connecting flight to a transcontinental flight, a really long-haul flight, and then, of course, it makes sense. It's just a connecting flight here on the short haul. But then also the other variation is that you might have really a lot of luggage. And here in this business class ticket, we have 2 luggages of 32 kilograms each included in your fare, and then also 18 kilograms of hand luggage. So altogether that makes 82 kilograms of luggage, and that's really quite a lot. And then it might be really a good option to go in business class. Well, as you can see, the mask is also really fantastic, just to put your microphone. So who would have thought that? Anyway, now we're having breakfast, and I'm actually not so much in the mood for champagne because it's still early morning, but this is YouTube, so I want to show that too, of course.
But of course there was a real breakfast with champagne, blinis with cold cuts, fruit, croissants, plus regular coffee, tea and juices. But what do I get behind the magic curtain? Well, in Air France economy class you always get some coffee and soft drinks, and sometimes a sandwich or a cookie or both. When it comes to catering, Turkish Airlines should be mentioned once more because it's the only European airline that treats economy passengers on regional routes to a service that is otherwise known only on long-haul routes, and even with full entertainment on the newer planes. In this respect, they're actually better than any European airline in business class.
Air France's loyalty program Flying Blue is also a point exchange partner of American Express. You can exchange points into Air France Flying Blue miles. In Europe, or at least in Germany, the conversion rate is 5 to 4. Maybe for such a short flight it's not so worthwhile. However, prices here for business class within Europe start at around 20,000 miles. In this case, plus 50 euros. In fees. Sometimes it's also really worthwhile looking at the economy fares, because the Flying Blue miles start around 6,000 miles for economy flights within Europe, and that's quite a good exchange rate for a ticket. So the captain just said we have 5 minutes until landing. What can we say about this business class on Air France? Well, first of all, of course, once you have a lot of luggage, it's really great, because here you have 2 times 32 kilograms, and that's not the rule actually worldwide, because, for example, in Asia you only have 40 kilograms altogether, and in most European airlines you have 2 times 32 kilograms, which is a big difference. And if you go somewhere else for a couple of months, you don't have to worry about having too much luggage on your flight. Other than that, it makes maybe sense for an international connection flight, but other than that there's no big difference of course between economy and business class, because the seats are the same. Of course you get some nice food here, but I mean I can get some food before that too. Of course you have also access to the lounge, but it's not worth the extra hundreds of euros. So I would maybe not do it normally, but I mean I'm thinking very practically of course, and it's up to you if you want to do it. I would not do it. So my dear ones, we just arrived in Berlin. I hope you really enjoyed this report about economy class and business class on Air France regional flights. And if yes, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel right away. There's lots of really interesting airline reports coming up and waiting for you in economy class, low cost, business class and also first class. And of course destination reports from all continents of the world. So stay tuned and see you again very soon here at Travel, Sing, Fly.